Hey chicas, welcome back to another episode of It's for the Chicas. I'm Anahy.
And I'm Gisele, and this is episode 19.
Dang, you know, yeah, you know, is it?
Yeah, because I think next week's 20.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking just today, I was like, dang, it's 5 months around this time that we started.
Oh, like,
because we started October.
Stuff.
No, we from our first episode.
Oh, from starting.
Yeah, because we started October, and I was like November, December, January, February. Yeah, 5 months.
Ooh,
so it's almost been half a year.
Our 6 months.
I know, it's almost been half a year. I was like, Okay, so before we jump into today's topic, which is a really, really good topic, you guys. How have you been, Gisele? It's been a while, I feel like, since it's just been
me and you.
Yeah,
I'm tired, y'all. Which is going to play out into today's topic because, wow, I'm freaking tired. Before I came here, I had to take a power nap, and y'all, I was snoring. Like, my mom was like, are you tired? I was like, I'm so tired, but I gotta go record.
I know, dude. And then Gisele was like, should we skip? I was like, no, dude, I don't want to record, but I don't want to skip either.
We're dedicated, y'all.
I know.
We love y'all.
We do love y'all. Before we go on any further, I did just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support that we received. Shout out to Y Dot because she got us like way past our 200 subscribers that we were aiming for. And thanks to her, we are also almost at 600 followers. I think we're like 30 something followers away from 600 on Instagram.
Heck yeah.
So if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, you guys. Like, I know y'all are watching. I know y'all are enjoying our topics. And if you haven't yet created a YouTube account and like that's what's holding you back, just create it. Like, it helps us so much, you guys. Like, y'all don't even know. But a big thank you to everybody that has supported us and has continued to follow us and share it and everything. We really, really do appreciate it.
Yes, we do. We're very shocked. I think I looked today and it was like 565 followers. And then I think we're at 218 subscribers.
Yeah, I saw the 218 earlier today.
That's wild. You know how hard it was to just like get one?
No, how hard it was to get to 200.
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah.
And then we had Y Dot and bam, it surpassed it.
Yeah, and we actually reached the 200 before we even dropped the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
So come join us, ladies.
Yeah, hit
I
subscribe.
swear you'll love us.
It'll help us get merch out sooner.
Oh, yes. I'm excited for that. I have a lot of ideas.
I know, me too. I can't wait.
But jumping into today's topic, since I am so tired, we wanted to still stay in the month of Women's History Month. And what is more better than to touch the subject of working moms?
Yeah, being a working mom and how hard it is, the ups and the downs, like the benefits of it, the downside of it, just like all of it. Like, it's probably going to be an emotional episode, which I forgot the tissues over there again, but...
But not to bash not working moms, like stay-at-home moms, it's really hard too, but we can just speak on the working moms since we're both working moms.
Yeah, no, like being a stay-at-home mom, like it is also like just a job within itself. But this episode will just target more of, like Gisele said, the working moms, just because we're both experiencing it right now. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of, like, what's it called? Intake in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we have a lot of experience, a lot of...
Yeah.
I blanked out. What word am I trying to...
I know. It's like...
We're pros.
Literally.
We're working mom pros.
So have you always worked ever since Robbie was born? Like, did you have maternity leave?
I did for 3 months, and then I went back. No, not 3 months. I'm lying, y'all, because Harvey happened. So that's why I didn't go back for 3 months, because our building got flooded.
So you got that month, and then
so I had 8 weeks. So I had 2 months, but then that third month it still wasn't ready, and then after the third month I was able to go back.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of all the countries that have like a year off as their maternity leave.
People have that?
Yeah, let's go to Canada. They have a year off for moms, whole first year, and it's paid. Like, companies are required to give them the 1 year. I know if you work for Netflix, they give 1 year maternity leave too.
Damn, we can go work for Netflix.
No, yeah, most countries it's at least 6 months. We're like I think we're the only ones that don't have maternity leave.
But I do think some jobs within US do.
Yeah, some jobs do offer it. Like when I worked at Wells Fargo, they offered 4 months.
Oh, it's badass.
Yeah.
And then some jobs also have like paternity leave for the husbands.
Yeah, Wells Fargo had 2 months for the dads.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
I know. It's I mean, I always think about, I'm like, man, maybe I should just go back to banking because of the benefits that come with it. But I'm like, I can't, dude. Like, I can't do that schedule anymore.
Deal with those people too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I deal with customers now, you know, but
Yeah.
it's like over the phone. Like, it's not like
In person. They gonna swing on you.
Yeah.
Give me my money.
They want to jump over the teller counter.
Shut up.
I mean, it's never happened, but people are crazy, dude.
I'm not that type of person.
I know.
Sorry, y'all. But I guess we're gonna go into sorry, I have my notes here. Working moms, the guilt, the schedules, the feelings, the missing your milestones.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's very hard as a mother. I'm not gonna say it's not hard for the dad either. I just feel like we just gave birth to a human being, and it is so freaking hard to just have a being in your stomach for 9 months and then just rip that. Like, now you have to figure out who's going to take care of your child, and you have to go back to work. And I think it is really hard to balance your work life and mom life when you're first going back to work when the baby's born.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Like, you're still adjusting to being a mom, and then you have to adjust to being like not just an employee, but now you're like one of the employees that has a kid. And I'm sorry, but like, I used to be the type of person that like would do everything for their job, you know, like I would never call in or anything like that. But when it comes to my land, dude, fire me. Like, I will find another job.
Yeah.
Like, if I have to, thankfully, like, I'm in a job where it doesn't require that, you know, like, but I've worked at places where they would, this was before I was even a mom. Like, I would see it. Like, they would really like,
They wouldn't care.
They wouldn't care. And it was like, dude, like, that's their kid. Like, this is why people leave, like, people, what do they say? People leave managers, not the job, or something like that. Like, yeah. So I've seen it, like, where it's hard to be like, hey, like, my daughter has an appointment, and like the manager would like roll his eyes like, dude, like, that's my kid. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. I'm thankful for my manager too, because she's always been really big on take care of your family first.
Yeah. Like, you'll find managers where it's like, no, family comes first. And like, that's like, if you have a job like that, like, you're very, very blessed, because not everybody is as blessed as us in that way, you know?
Oh, heck yeah. I love my manager. And she's big on too with like spending time with her kids and being there for like their games, because they're older. Yeah. But she likes to be present. And like, that's something that a lot of moms don't get to be, because that are working. Work. Yeah. Working moms. Yeah,
that's true. Mm-hmm. I've had like I remember, I feel like you get like that, what's it called? Like, when you like anxiety from like past jobs where you don't like, you'll have a manager that's like, oh my God, like, you're going to call in, like, or they would make it a big deal. And like, a while back, like, Mylene was sick from her stomach. I don't know if you remember. Mm-hmm. And I remember, like, I was like, I have to go. Like, I was like in the middle of work, and like I had to go pick her up from my mom's house and take her to the doctor. And like, I called my boss, and I was like, hey, like, I need to go pick up Mylene. Like, she's sick, you know. And he was just like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, whatever work you have, like, give it to one of the other girls. And I was like, dude, like I have like freaking, what's it called? Like, past like trauma from like bosses that weren't that considerate before I was even out. Yeah, like, that was when I was just an employee. Like, I wasn't even a mom back then. And like, y'all passed that trauma onto me, thinking that like all jobs are like that. And it's not that way. It's not supposed to be that way, you know?
I do feel like Gen Z has really brought awareness to like mental health. I think like in jobs. I think mental health, but I think as far as being like working for bosses that like they understand that family comes first, that was millennials. Oh. Yeah. Like Gen Z, but also like Gen Z was like, well, you got to take care of yourself too, you know? Like, and millennials, like, if you work for a millennial boss, like, you're good, dude. For sure. Well, my boss is really big too now. Like, on if you literally cannot do it today because you just can't, like, take your day. Yeah. Like a mental health day.
That's amazing.
I can't. But like you said, it's really hard. Okay, for me, it's really hard to. For me, it's very hard to separate my work life and mom life.
Because you work from home. Or you think regardless?
I do think because I work from home now, it's really hard for me to
like separate them. Yeah.
I go into like depression just being home all day. Like some people are like, oh my God, you're so blessed to be home. And it's like, yes, I am. I really am. I'm not trying to be negative about it at all. But being home all day, every day, it's like, oh, like that's why I give props to stay at home moms, because I feel like I couldn't do it. I truly
I can be a stay at home
like
mom if I'm rich and I can go
that's
out
what I'm saying. Like I would have to like literally get up, go work out, come home, take a shower, put some cute clothes on, go shopping, you know, XYZ, go to the library, come record.
Yeah, like that's
I would have to be on the move because I would not be able to be home all day.
I know.
And when it was like the summertime and Robbie wasn't in school yet, man, I would go crazy at home.
Really?
Yes. And that's when I would feel bad because it was like, man, I would get frustrated with my child because I was working, but like he needs his mom too. Like he's like, I'm hungry. I'm this, not that I starved my child, but when they're home, they're hungry like 24/7. I'm like, dude, I just fed you. Like, don't come asking me for no freaking snacks. You're not even going to eat them.
No, Mylin eats them, dude. No. She eats snacks like nonstop. Like she'll finish her gummies and she's like, can I have like a zebra cake or something? And I'm like, dude, you just ate gummies. Like I have to cut her off. I'm like, I feel bad. Cut Robbie off. But I'm like, I can't have them at your reach anymore, Mylin, because you're just going to finish everything.
No, Robbie, he'll finish some stuff, like his meals he'll finish, and then he'll be like, I want popcorn, and he'll just eat like half the bag, obviously not the whole bag, and then he'll be like, I want some Cheez-Its, I want some chips, God. I want strawberries, and I'm like, dude, drink some water, like chug a water so you get
literally
full.
Mylin right now, Henry had just given her a zebra cake. She was like, I'm finished with that. Can I have some strawberries now?
They eat like nonstop. So working from home and having him was just so hard, and I felt so bad because then Rob would get home and I was like, I gotta go, like I have to go to the gym, like, or I don't know, like I need to go for a walk, I need to get away. And that's why now that I go into the office twice a day, like I love it. I freaking love it. Some people are like, oh, that sucks, you have to drive in 2 days. No, I love it. It gives me enough time to take my 2 days, like those 2 days are enough for me to just be by myself, which I wanted to touch too, that I feel bad about.
I was about to say,
loving going to work sometimes. Like I look forward to going to work and not having, like I'm just a worker. I'm not a mom. And I feel bad for that sometimes because I look forward to Tuesday, Wednesdays because I don't have to be home with Robbie.
Yeah, but I feel like
even though he's in school, but I mean, like when he wasn't in school, we were already going into the office, and I really look forward to going into the office because it really was alone time.
But I don't feel like I know why you feel bad, because I feel bad going on dates with Henry by myself and just me and him, like wanting that alone time away from my land. Like I do feel bad. Like I get what you mean by feeling bad, but I feel like it's just the way that society makes us feel, because we shouldn't really feel bad about that. Like we are other people other than being a mom. And I think for the most part, like what makes me feel guilty when it comes to stuff like that is like on the weekends that Henry's not home and he goes, like he's playing or he's just busy, you know? And then he comes home and I'm like, oh my God, please take your daughter. Like, I feel like I get the sense of what being a stay-at-home mom is like, and I'm going crazy. And I'm just like, and he's like, you see, like, I know you're not going to be able to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, he's like,
you don't tell me, I tell my.
He's like, I just know you're not going to be able to do it. Like, he'll tell me, like, quit, stay home with Mylin. Aguántala. And I'm like, dude, I can't. Like, I can't. And
I can admit that I would probably, unless, like you said, unless we were rich, then I'd probably be able to be a stay-at-home mom.
But like, I feel like you'll see moms on TikToks that are like, I was put on this planet to be a mom. And like, and this is going to come across wrong, right? Because I love Mylin. But I don't feel like the only thing that I was put on this planet for was to be a mom.
No, facts.
I feel like I am a mom, and I play a badass freaking mom in that role. Yeah. Like, I'm a badass mom, but I am someone else other than being a mom.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people, like, we don't really talk about that. You know, like, we don't really talk about, like, yeah, I love being a mom and I love my daughter and I wouldn't trade, like, that for the world. But I am somebody outside of being a mom, and, like, that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally okay. There was a...
But I feel like we get people that try to make us feel bad. Like,
oh, for sure.
Like, you don't feel like your only job on this planet is to be a mom.
No.
Like, no, I don't.
No, absolutely
I feel like there's
not.
more to me than being a mom.
There's more potential. There's more I can offer. There's more I can bring. Yeah, I can offer being a mother, and I love being a mother, but there's more to me than just being a mom.
Yeah. And I feel like some people are like, that's their role, and, like, that's okay, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
but I also think, like, you have to you have to find happiness in other things too, because, like, once those kids leave to college, like, what do you do?
Who are you?
Who are you if all you were your whole life was a mom?
Yeah.
And I do feel like some women go into depression when their kids leave to college because they weren't doing other things for themselves, or didn't find a hobby or something they love to do, or even you know, their own business or whatever it is for them that they don't have, and now they have to find that. And some women, it is hard for them to find that. Some women don't have that support. Some women do. But ultimately, when you revolve around your world around your kids, when they leave, like, that's really hard. I think that's traumatizing.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot imagine the day that Robbie is gonna leave.
What, like,
yeah,
like when he leaves to school or like to get married or something?
Both.
Dude, I know. I'm like, Mylene, you're going to University of Houston and this is your dorm. Like, no, but, like, I want her, like, I want to be able to, like, explore the world, you know, and, like, if God willing, like, she does go, like, out of the city, not out of state. Like, I want her to be able to be, like, strong enough to do that and stuff, and I want her to want to be like a working woman, like a strong woman, and, like, all these other things.
N-D-E-P.
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
My land.
Yeah.
And I gotta raise a child to be respectful to women.
But what do you feel like? Okay, like, when you do go to work, like, and before Robbie was in school, like, what would make you sad about the things that you were missing out
On myself.
Like, you were missing out on yourself?
Like, not missing out on myself. I felt like I couldn't, like, what I was saying, I wasn't missing out on anything. I don't think I was. Oh, wait, you're saying what would make me sad when I was at work?
Yeah.
I think you said when I wasn't at work.
No, when you were at work.
Oh, for sure. His milestones, when my mom, because my mom watched him till he was like 6-7 months, and then I found somebody else. But, like, she would send me, like, videos and all that, and that would make me. See, this is the thing. Like, I do feel bad because it wouldn't make me happy. Like, I'd be like, oh, like, I missed it. But I wouldn't get super sad about it because I did enjoy going to work.
Yeah. I would get sad, dude.
I would enjoy being at work. Like, still, like, I guess I don't want to just be a mom.
Yeah.
I don't want to perceive as just a mother. I feel like I can offer more. So
yeah, like, you bring more to the table than just being an amazing mom.
Yeah. And I am a good mom. I'm not a bad mom, but like I told you, I don't feel like I'm that fantastic go-getter off the hill
like
mom.
All moms are fantastic. Like,
all moms are.
Like, it's just, we're all different. Like, we're human. It would be impossible for all of us to be the same mold of a mom.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like, it's what makes us us, and it's what makes, like, the world go round. Mm-hmm. Like, for all of us to be different. But I would feel bad, dude. Like, not so much, like, and my parents, like my mom knew, like, what I didn't want to miss out and stuff. So I am very, very thankful that my mom is, like, my Lynn's babysitter, you know, and, like, she's never charged us or anything. And the first thing, like, was, like, well, when she was starting to walk, like, her and my sister se ponían, and I'd be like, I swear, if my Lynn fucking walks when I'm not there, like, I'm gonna be so freaking sad. Like, I'm gonna cry. But back then, we had a goal to, like, save for our house. So we were literally living just off of Henry's income as far as, like, our bills and stuff. And then everything else was going, like, my whole check every week would go directly into the savings.
Shut up.
We lived off one income, dude. Like we were like dedicated. Like we were like, no, we want a house. Like we want a house.
Badass.
And so we sacrificed a lot. Dude, I wouldn't get my nails done every 2 weeks like I was used to. I stopped dyeing my hair. And I feel like all of that slowly led into like my postpartum depression. And that's why it took longer. You know, because as soon as my Len was born, it was like I wasn't working when she was born.
Yeah.
So I got to be with her home like the first couple of months. And then I went back when she was like 3 months. Like I found a job and I just started working again. And I enjoyed being home with her. I loved it. But I was like, we had a goal, you know? Like, so I was like, I have to like we would have been able to do it with just Henry working. But it would have taken longer. And my Len was little and we were just like to me, it was like, these are moments like, yeah, I'm sacrificing them because she's not going to remember. Like, she's not going to remember that I wasn't there. You know, thankfully, she didn't take her steps when I wasn't there. But I remember me and Henry had planned like a weekend to take her to Build-A-Bear workshop. Mm-hmm. Tell me why, dude. My sister and my mom, they took her to Build-A-Bear while I was at work. And they got her first Build-A-Bear. And they sent me a picture and I was like bawling. And I was so mad. I was like, this is shit that you asked permission for. Like me and Henry were supposed to take her Saturday. And it
what
sucked,
a coincidence
dude.
That it happened. Like,
it literally, I was like, me and Henry had literally made plans. Like, okay, we're going to go Saturday. And like, we couldn't, like, I was like, I don't want to fucking take her no more. Like, I was so mad. So it's like little things like that were like what bothered me. But as far as her, like, to me, it was like, I'm missing out. And like, it sucked that I was missing out. But it was like, she's not going to remember that. Like, even right now that she's 4 years old, she's not going to remember that I wasn't there, like, during these times. Like, I'm going to remember them. But she's going to remember, like, now that she's going to start school. And, like, she's going to have plays. That's what she's going to remember if I don't go to. You know? So, it was, like...
I agree.
It does suck, like, giving that up. But it sucks for me, not for her.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it was, like, we did it to give her... like, a better future. Which
can...
It's beneficial to her, you know? But, like, it sucked for me.
Yeah, Which goes to the point where I did also write in my notes, like, wanting to give your child a better life than what your childhood was like, but then also feeling guilty for not being present.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's for me this year is a big thing, is like being present with Robbie.
But I feel like
that's why that's why I'm working out at 4:30 in the morning now, so I can be at his games, his practices, everything.
That's what I was gonna say. Those are the things he's gonna remember.
Yeah, I know, but you know me, I usually work out at night.
Yeah,
and so I'm sacrificing 4:30. Y'all, I'm not a morning. I ain't told you I'm not a morning person. I am not a morning person, and I am waking up at 4:30 in the morning to go work out at 5. So I can be at my son's games and practices.
Yeah. But, I mean, you're getting it done, you know? And these are memories that, like, y'all are both going to remember.
Yes.
Like,
that's why I want to be there.
Like, he's going to be, like, when he's older, you know, playing in high school, like, my mom's always been there since my first game. Like,
you know what? And the reason that I do want to be there is because when I played soccer in high school, I think my mom went to, 2 games?
You feel that.
And I played for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder you got that ass, girl.
Yeah. She never went to any of my games. But I'm not mad at her. Like, she would work a lot.
Yeah.
She wouldn't get off.
But you know where the feeling.
Oh, yeah. High school games are like, 4:30, 5:30. I remember. Yeah. And she wouldn't get off work till 5:30. And I still had my younger siblings. I think she made like 2 games, I'm pretty sure.
But she made what she could make. But it's just like you remember the feeling of when she wasn't there, so you don't want Robbie to feel that.
Yeah, even for my little siblings like Jazz and Thomas. Well, Thomas hasn't started, but Jazz, volleyball and basketball, we try to make her games too.
Yeah, because it's nice, like, knowing that there's somebody out there supporting
you.
Like, you guys, for Robbie's first baseball game, he had a whole freaking bench section. Like, everybody was feeling...
He was so happy. He gave everybody a hug.
Yeah, he was so happy. He was so excited.
Well, no, when he saw y'all, he said, what's everybody doing here?
Yeah. Before me and my leg got there, it wasn't everybody. But then we got there, and it was everybody.
No, literally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then even Henry went, like... So everybody was there supporting Robbie.
I know, that was super sweet.
Henry and Rob were like so excited watching the little kids and stuff. Like they even went to go watch the big kids play. They were like all into it. I was like, oh my God, like they're such dads.
Yeah. I was looking at, we already covered like the fear of missing out, which I mean, it does suck, the fear of missing out. But like you said, there's reasons, and sometimes they're beneficial to not just you, but your kid too.
Like, what do you mean?
Like how you said, y'all were saving for a house, and you had that fear of missing out, but
yeah,
you were getting shit done.
Yeah, but it sucks. I feel like even now, I mean, when the whole like museum thing happened, like I was freaking sad at work. I was like, dude. And then Henry was like, but you can take a day off from work to go to the zoo with my Len. And I was like, I know, but they do things like randomly. Like I need to know things in advance, like I have to be able to make sure that I'm going to be able to take the day off and stuff. And it sucks. I feel like it's just like, it depends on how everything is going, like at work. Like, was it a good week, or was it like it all goes into play to like how you're going to feel when something like that happens. So I feel like if it's been like a long week, or it's been like a stressful week, and then you see that your kid's out with like your family and like you're stuck at work, like that shit hits you, dude. Like, I'm like, dude, like, why am I here? Like, why am I like missing these moments out with her? And
yeah, but she still sees you as a great mom.
Yeah, no. And then like this morning she was like, dude, so I was like, man, whatever, I'm gonna fucking be late to work. Because she was like, in the morning, I wasn't hungry when I was leaving here for work to go drop her off. But as I was like pulling out of the driveway, my stomach started growling, and I was like, fuck, I am hungry. And then my little one's like, yeah, I'm kind of hungry too. And then I was like, man, should we stop at Chick-fil-A? And dude, that made me feel so bad, because like she'll be like, Mom, can we get some Starbucks today, or can we get some Chick-fil-A? And then I'm just like, no, like we don't have time, like we're running late. And we were actually not running late. And I was like, maybe we should get like some Chick-fil-A, because we gave up Starbucks, right? So Mylene gave it up with me. And she was like, I was like, maybe we can get like some Chick-fil-A or something. And she was like, oh, you have time today, Mommy? And dude, I was like, bitch, we're making time today. Like, I was like, we're making time. And like, so I went to Chick-fil-A and I got us our food. I pulled off to the side, and like, I was giving her chicken nuggets and her hash browns, and like opening her orange juice, and like just setting her little thing up. And she was like, can you play Disney Princess album for me? And I was like, okay. So like, we were like, I was driving already, and she was eating her Chick-fil-A, and she was like, I told Henry, I was like, I would look in my rearview mirror, and she was like eating her hash brown and her chicken, and she was singing Part of Your World to Ariel, and she was like just vibing, dude. And I was like, man, you see, like all this shit that you get, like Chick-fil-A randomly, like Starbucks randomly, like toys randomly, like whenever you want, like you got it. And I was like, and that's why I work. Yeah. Like, not that like, yeah, there's families out there that like only the dad works and they're still able to provide that to their kid, but it feels good that I'm the one providing that to her. Like it's not just Henry or like.
All right, this is our third time trying to
finish recording. Guys, we had a really good episode for y'all, but we're back from a quick little break because we have no more memory on our phones. We really need to invest in a newer camera. That's why you continue to support us, so we can afford a better camera, better quality for you guys. But we're still gonna just continue on with the episode. So I was talking about being able to provide for Mylene things on my own, and to me it is very different. Like just swiping a card that I know has money that I also worked for, as opposed to like swiping a card that has money that only my husband worked for. Yeah,
for sure. And then you do get that guilty conscience of like feeling bad because he's working so much, and you just feel bad. You feel bad. And then like I said too, it feels good when it's like your money and you worked for it, because in that sense I don't know how to say it. You're not taking from all the hard work. Obviously, your husband's giving that, right? He's saying go use it on Chick-fil-A, but I feel like the factual part of you or reality part of you is like, no, we should really like go eat at home, like the food like, that we bought at home. Yeah. But when it's like the woman works too, it feels good to be like, oh, my money's like, not that everybody's money's play money because sometimes both parents really do have to work to pay the bills, right?
Yeah.
But we're blessed enough that our money can be the extra money
The fun money.
Our fun money.
Yeah, or the savings money.
Or savings money, like your was too with the buying the house. That's good. Like, it feels good to be able to just provide for your kid if they want a $40 toy.
Yeah, like I said, and like how you mentioned the house, this was also me. Like, it was also my hard work and my sacrifices. Like, not that you don't sacrifice when you're a when you're a stay-at-home mom, but it's different sacrifices. Like, when you gave up so many memories with your kid to be able to give her something or give him something like else.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Not even just with the kid though. You as a person, like, it feels good.
It feels good. That. Yeah. Like, and me and Henry always say, like, we're partners. Like, we're not like, yeah, we're best friends. We're husband and wife, like everything, but we're a team. Like, it's like ride or die. Like, it's me and you, like, against the world.
For sure. And then that goes back to whenever Mylen does leave home, like, you and Henry have to still be together.
Yeah, like, we still have to have that strong foundation.
Yes, continue to have that foundation relationship, all that built, because when she leaves, I mean, y'all are just with each other. Yeah.
And then I'm trying to remember the other topics that we hit, because we did do like a full episode.
I wanted to, so I had thrown in that the other thing I did want to, sorry guys, it feels like I had to sneeze. I did want to throw in before closing out about working moms that if a mom has their kid in daycare, don't make them feel bad. Because I was never shamed to my face, but there was a couple moms that would tell me, like, oh, I would never put my kid in daycare. I would never allow that. Like, so many kids get abused there. So many kids get neglected. So many kids this, so many kids that. And it's like, okay, that's already playing in my mind. Okay. I already know that I'm going to sacrifice.
That peace of mind.
Yes. A piece of my mind is already going through that. Right. I didn't just pick any daycare. Obviously I picked a daycare where I used to work. Yeah. I used to work there, but I know other moms do research daycares before they put their kids in daycare. But I had the clarity of mind because I used to work there. I knew the owner. She was my old boss. I knew the people working there. I went to two of them I went to school with. The other two are beautiful, wonderful moms that I knew, that I worked with for like 3 years too. So yes, I know all these things, and trust me, other moms know these things too. So for another mom to just like keep repeating it, it's very annoying. And maybe you're not trying to
offend this person. No. Or make it come across like you're shaming them.
Yeah, not intentionally shaming them. Maybe you're not intentionally trying to, but you are. Yeah. Because some people don't have the luxury of
leaving them with a family member.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, or not, well, yes, that's a luxury too. That's a blessing, not a luxury. That's a blessing to have a family, like a mom or sister, be able to take care of your child. But not everybody has the luxury of staying home. Or maybe some moms don't want to stay home. Maybe they do enjoy going to work like I do. Yeah. But the only way that their kid...
that they're able to continue to do that
is if their kid goes to daycare. Yeah. And then again, what if you're shaming a mom who that's her only choice? What if her paycheck is paying the bills? Also. And the only choice she has is to put the kid in daycare. And you're sitting there reminding her like all the bad things that could happen in daycare. You don't think we know? Of course we know. We've seen everything on the news, you know. Yeah. We've seen where kids do get neglected, where kids get spanked, where kids get, you know, abused. And, you know, my heart is with all those women because that could have happened to any child close to Robbie or to Robbie, you know. Thank God he never did. But that already plays through a mom's mind. And I feel like you just reminding them or even throwing in their face that, oh, you will never put them in daycare and my mom will watch them and I just won't work. Well, that's awesome for you. That's freaking awesome. Like, I'm happy you don't have to work, but they're like, what? Stop repeating it to me, because in my head, I already know, like, well, I don't have that choice. Yeah. That's not an option for me.
Yeah, and then them just putting like that doubt in you is just like, dude, like I'm already going through enough, like sacrificing enough, like doing all these things. And it's like you mentioned, like some moms, like they choose to be something other than just a mom. And even if they do have it like that, where they can pay daycare and their husband pays the bills and their money is the extra money, and they still choose to want to have a career, they shouldn't be shamed for it.
No.
They shouldn't be shamed for having to leave their kid at daycare because they don't have the family, like a close family nearby that's able to provide them with free daycare, or not even free daycare, just like more peace of mind daycare. And it's like Gisele mentioned, like you can leave your, like it sounds horrible, right? But you can leave your kids with like your mom or your dad, or because we've seen it happen all over the news, or like a sister or a sibling, a cousin, a tia, a tío. If they're going to get sexually abused, like it usually does always happen. Neglected, it usually does always happen like within family.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really sad. And most moms, like they don't have another option to be able to do that. I mean, I've said it before, like I'm very thankful and I'm very blessed that my mom was able to do that for us with my Lynn. But do I expect her, I didn't say that right yet.
No.
I was like, do I expect her to do that with my next kid? No. Like I probably either will have to put my kid in daycare, God forbid, like something were to happen, or I'll probably have to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'll have to like, I can't be somebody that's just not working. So I will have to either do like a small business on the side or do something like or work from home, like find a work from home job, because I like having that security of, it's okay, babe, I got it. Like if anything were to happen, like it's okay, babe, like we got it.
Yeah.
Like we got it. Like we have, thankfully, like a savings, or we have like, that's why I work too.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've talked about it, like how we don't want all the financial responsibility to just fall on our husbands, because we don't want like them to be that stressed. And I feel like it's something that's like not really talked about a lot, but like a lot of times like men have higher suicide rates than women.
Yes.
And a lot of it is because they have that stress where they're like, I'm the provider, I'm the one that's doing this, like so my wife can have this and that, and or so my family can have it all. And then they work themselves to this stress where they feel like there's no other option than to, I mean, like commit suicide, you know, like yeah. And it's really sad. And like, I mean, I've talked about Henry's upbringing in past episodes too. And I just don't want, like, I've always told him, like, he'll tell me, like, quit, like, just quit, be home with my Lynn. Whenever I have days where I'm just like, dude, like, I feel like I'm missing out so much, especially with her now starting school. Like, that's why, like, that day that I broke down because I was like, dude, like, she's gonna start school, and, like, I missed it. You know, like, I missed all these years. But it was, I mean, again, it was like, I'd rather miss that part than, like, future events that she has like in school and stuff, and I sacrificed that so the memories that she is gonna remember, like I'm not gonna have to miss those.
You'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, but to me it's like I don't want to put like all that stress on him. Like I'm like, I already know like everything that you went through, like you've had this financial responsibility, like I don't want that stress to be put on you like again. You know, like even if we do have a savings, and even if he is bringing in good money and stuff like that, like I know it's such a relief to him to be like, it's not just me. Like I'm not doing it alone.
Yeah.
You know, like it's my wife's got me too.
That's
yeah.
That shit up. Yeah. It's a badass woman, Henry. That's what I'm talking about. And not just the financial aspect too, but also there's so many women out there who like they have their husbands who work, example, for the plant, and they're gone like 16, 20 hours, and they're working 12 days straight. Or 3 months straight, no days off. And now they're missing Thanksgiving, they're missing Christmas, they're missing birthday parties, they're missing this, they're missing that. And I have, you know, I know people who are there like, oh, but they're, you know, they're providing. Well, me personally, I'd rather have my husband there with me at Christmas, at Thanksgiving, because God forbid, what if something happens and next Thanksgiving someone's not there, and he's like, fuck, I couldn't be there last Thanksgiving because I had to work, and now this Thanksgiving, now my tia, my grandma, or somebody's gone, you know, like God forbid, you know, I know all that will happen at some point because we're getting to that point of our lives where the older people do start to pass. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What if something, you know, happens and then next time you come around, like that one person is not there?
Yeah. No, I get it. And it's like my sister, I talked about it. Like my brother-in-law, he's out of town. Does he want to be out of town? No, but right now, like that's their situation.
Yeah.
That's what's helping them. And that's the way it works. But like it sucks. Like I see it with them. And it's like and she works too. Like it's not just him working, you know? But it's like we all get as couples. Every couple works differently. Every couple sacrifices different things depending on what it is that works for you. And like us talking about being working moms and how we like to not put that financial responsibility fully on our husbands. Like that doesn't mean that like you as a stay-at-home mom, like you're putting everything on your husband. No, that's just the way it works for your relationship. Exactly. And that's 100% okay. Like we do not shame you for it. This is just us talking about like what we feel, what we're going through. And maybe other working moms can relate to it as well. And like wanting to do that, but we all get to pick and choose like what we're sacrificing. And being a stay-at-home mom, you're sacrificing other things, mental health most of the time. But also like being a stay-at-home mom, you're sacrificing like mental health, right? But being a working mom, like we're I don't know how to explain this. Like we're all sacrificing different things, and it's like okay.
Which goes into my point where I had a note saying that no matter what we do, it's never going to feel enough.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
It's never going to feel enough. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a working mom, whether you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, not a business owner, a mother of one, a mother of two, mother who has kids in daycare, a mother who doesn't. Like, in some way or other, we're always going to feel like we never did enough for our child.
Yeah. Like when I was staying home, I felt like, oh my God, like Henry's the one doing everything. Because he was the one bringing in the money. And I felt like, okay, like I need to have the house clean. Like I need to do this because he's doing all of this for us, you know? And so that was when I would stay home and I wasn't having, like I had zero income coming in during those first couple of months that my Lynn was born. And now I've sacrificed my peace of mind with my Lynn. Like, yes, she stays with my mom, but mom anxiety is like, it's a whole other level, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I would literally be like, oh my God, what if my mom fell asleep and my Lynn's in the kitchen playing with knives? Why? This is just my intrusive thoughts, you guys. She couldn't even reach the knives. She couldn't even roll over yet. And these were my thoughts. But we all sacrifice different things. And it's like, if you're a stay-at-home mom, like you're sacrificing your mental health, like 100%. I've seen it. Like
not just your mental health. I mean, some of those moms might not have the choice
to be other, and you feel guilty about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You might want to like pursue something, but you feel like so guilty. You're like, no, I have to put the kids first. So you put yourself last.
Yeah.
And you sacrifice yourself, which yes, mental health, that more plays into mental health and yourself.
Like all of it, you it's more likely that you're gonna get depressed, like all that stuff, because you don't have any other distraction other than your daily routine of being like a mom. So shout out to all the moms that do try to force themselves to have some type of distraction and get yourselves out of the house or just like enjoy something different that day, because we know what it's like, you know. But going back into like what was the next part?
That was it after
I went blank. That was it?
Yeah, but cut that out.
No, I will.
Before we do close out again, I did mention we were going to give shout outs, and today I'm going to give a shout out to me and Anahy, because we are working moms. We both deal with different stressful things. I think we're some badass women, and to all the working moms and not working moms, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're a badass woman too, because I give you props. I'm telling you now,
I couldn't do it, guys.
I couldn't do it unless I was rich. Unless I was Kylie Jenner rich, where I could do whatever the heck I want all day long, every day. I could not be home.
100%, me too. Like I have to have my schedule.
Yes,
I have to have my schedule where I leave the house and I get to enjoy the house on the weekends, and
yes, and then too, like I said, no shaming here. That I don't just I enjoy not just being a mom.
Yeah,
when I go to work, I'm a leader. I'm an employee. I'm a worker. And
you're amazing at your job.
Yeah. And I do enjoy my job. And I'm not a mom. I don't have to be someone's mom. Like, that's a big thing when I'm trying to point out that I don't have to be someone's mom. And I can literally be like, oh, what are we getting for lunch today? And I can go eat with my coworkers by myself and come back to work. And I can go into like one of those, we have like little pod rooms, and we can just like go like take 15 minutes and I can go in there. I can read a book. I can
take a breather.
Yes. Like, just, that's my breather. And sometimes I do hate that it's my job. The only way I get a breather, but I mean,
but I feel like regardless, like if you weren't to have you weren't one to have a job and like that's your breather, like you would be out eating with your friends by yourselves and that's your breather, and you would still feel bad about it because it's like, why do I need like a breather for my kid? But it's like, I mean, like we mentioned, like not all moms feel that the only reason why they were put on this earth was to be a mom.
Yeah.
Like it's like we're a mom and we're badass moms, but we're also something aside from that.
Yeah. For sure.
So like regardless of what we're doing, we're going to feel bad. We're always going to be like, man, I'm taking a long shower. Fuck, I should be doing something for my kid.
Hell no. I'll be like, Robert, get your ass in the living room. Don't you knock on this door. Leave me alone.
Dude, Mylene, like she'll be like, let me shower with you. I'm like, dude, no. Like, please give me my my 2 foot by 2 foot space, dude. Like, this is all I have. Like, let me shave my legs in peace.
Well, thank God Robbie's a boy, because I'm like, nope, you can't see me naked.
Mylene, dude.
You already know what's what. No.
Yeah. Dude. Mylene one time. No, I'm not gonna say it because it's on camera. Yeah, but I'll talk about it off camera.
But let us know what other badass women you would like us to bring on the podcast.
We want to bring them on for an interview.
Yes, we want to bring on more women. Drop their @names. I'll put this on Instagram and on YouTube. Well, obviously it'll be on YouTube, but I'll make a little clip on Instagram, and you guys can drop below who you would like to see next on our podcast. We really want to, y'all can educate us too, because we want to know more, but we really want to get out there in the community, the Latin community, because we are Latinas, and also just the women community in itself.
Yeah, we want to get back to a lot of women.
Yeah, if you know any centers, any givings, anything happening within this year, please tag us, please drop it, please DM us. Let us know. We're very excited for this year.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I feel like as the summer is coming, like there's more ideas coming into like that are being brainstormed and a lot more. We're also going to be on the This and Much More podcast. They had us over this weekend.
I don't know when they're dropping it though.
Yeah, I don't know when they're dropping either, but stay tuned because that's a really good episode, you guys. Like I was laughing so hard on like during that interview. But we're really excited. Also, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching us and continuing to support us. We love you guys. Please continue to like word of mouth, like share,
subscribe, please.
Subscribe.
We have 500 and some 60 something followers and only 218 subscribers. So yeah, there's 300 of y'all who are missing. So go ahead and subscribe for me, please.
Yeah, just hit that subscribe button right now. But all right, you guys, y'all have a great weekend. We love you. Bye.